Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And on the ground they go with a running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Allen. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. Pushes him over. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
4 down, 4 down.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
We got 3. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Leopard! Leopard! Check 59, Mike.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Mike, check, 59, 59. I got it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Calvin Ridley, 77 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff? that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Raider 2, 637.
You got 4. Watch out.
Come here.
Watch out.
Card out a throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
To throw on second down. Richards. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, Richards. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go!
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
Looking to throw on second down. Richards. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. On the give, this is Drake. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a handoff for Drake. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down, it's Drake. And a short gain here, down to the 22. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Richards. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it first and goal at the 7.
Guys, check me out. You got 3 down.
On first and goal, Drake. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Spins past it. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on first and 10.
24. Get down.
Now Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
You got 56 there.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey. 4 down.
Now Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Cowboys. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! What? 90!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Davis has it over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Mike, 56 right there.
Looking to throw. Richards. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I know there'd be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Single.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
56, Mike, 56. Watch twist.
Hut!
Operating from the gun, Richards. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He'll return it from the 6. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Well, you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Four down, four down. There we go, 37's the fight.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. To throw, it's Carr. He finds his target, Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
808.
You got four. You got four.
694. Hey, Raider 2.
Carr now on 1st down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Texans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
Single, single.
Express.
There we go, 37's the fight. Fight 37.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Carr now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here.
4 down, check, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
OP. Purdue.
There we go, 30.
Deuce right.
Fight 37.
29. 808.
Check 50.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Tight right.
734.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Yo, Chief.
There we go, 37.
On first down, Carr. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Carr to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this a 39-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tough 1st half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Right back to Drake. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run with Drake. Oh, he shifts past him. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. To throw on 2nd down, Richards. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
4 down. Check.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Carr. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 42 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
4 down. Alert. Check 9.
Hey, here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
6:37.
4 down. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. This is Carr. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2. Now Carr. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Flex round!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Richards. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
check. Four down, four down.
And the blitz does come. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the second time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken in at the 22. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Throwing on first down is Carr. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Texans on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. White.
6-18.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A pitch out to Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him to just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Counter play, Drake. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Gallman. Down to about the 22 here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll run again here with Gallman, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now Drake. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll lift to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw his car. It's caught. Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
734.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. He's got his man. That's Wallace. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Carr. It's complete to Fuller. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Come here.
He's going to get it running right. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
29.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the toss play, this is Drake. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cowboys, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try